Hi guys, welcome to Unit 5, Lesson 6, the relationship between circumference and area. Okay, so circumference and area, circumference, remember, that is like the perimeter of a circle, and we can find that by either one of these formulas. Really, it's the exact same thing. We've got circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius, but 2 times the radius is also equal to the diameter. So you could also write it as pi times the diameter. And then the area of a circle is given by pi times the radius squared. All right, so make sure you go through the lesson. There is some really good information in there, but we'll go into some examples right away. Our first example comes from number 2 on your practice. It says, find the area of a circle given the circumference is equal to 4 times pi. Give your answer in terms of pi. So that means we're just using the symbol pi. We're not going to replace it with 3.14. Now this one, partially why I picked this one is because it's definitely like a puzzle. It's almost like they're using riddles, okay? But from this formula, from c equals 4 times pi, you'll notice it looks really similar to this, right? We have pi times the diameter. So here we have pi times the diameter. So from that information, I'm able to say that the diameter is equal to 4, which also means the radius is equal to 2, right? Because if the diameter is 4, the radius is half of that, which is 2. So if we're trying to find the area, well, the area is equal to pi times the radius squared. So we can say pi times 2 squared, which in this case gets us back to pi times 4, okay? So our final answer would be the area is equal to 4 pi. Now, and it could be units squared, but in your lesson, the only thing that you're going to have to plug in is this right here. That's what it's looking for. It already puts the pi symbol in there for you, mostly so you don't have to figure out how to put that in. But overall, this would be the answer, okay? So I thought it was a little confusing because you actually end up getting the exact same answer in both cases. Number 2 is number 4 on your practice. So complete the table, all right? We're given a radius of 3. So really, we just need to use the circumference, and we need to use the area formulas. So for circumference, we've got, and actually let me check if we're using, on this one, I'm sorry, I left it off of this, but it says to express your answers to the 10th place, okay? So we got to be careful of that. So for this, that must mean that we are using 3.14 for pi. So we've got 2 times 3.14 and then times the radius, which is 3. Well, I can do this on my own right away. I know that 2 times 3 is 6, so really we're doing 6 times 3.14. So, and just to save time, so you're not watching me do multiplication, I'll use my calculator. So we've got 6 times 3.14, giving us 18.84, but if we're going to the 10th place, that means we would have 18.8. right? Because we need to go here, we're going to look to the right of it. Since it's 4 or less, that means the 8 stays the same. So our circumference is going to be 18.8. And then we just need to complete the second one. So we've got 3.14 for pi, and then times 3 squared. Well, 3 squared, I know that that's equal to 3 times 3. Which is also, so I'll write that out just so you have it. So times 3 times 3, which is also equal to 3.14 times 9. So let's see, we've got 3.14 times 9 equals 28.26. Well, if I am going to my 10th place, I need to look to the right of it. Oh, it is 5 or higher, which means the 2 gets bumped up to a 3. So that would be 28.3. And that would be the completed chart. Okay? One more example. This is number 1 on your quick check. Which of the following equations correctly shows the relationship between the circumference and the area of a circle? So this one, really, when I look at this, I'm just using process of elimination, okay? You're given this formula and this relationship in your lesson, so feel free to go through and find it. But we're also given 3 other formulas that we already know what they signify. With this one, okay, this is the formula for pi. Okay, right? It's the formula for pi. It's the relationship or the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. With this one, I'll tell you right now, this is our answer. Okay, I'll color that one in. This is our answer. All right, but let's look at the other ones. Okay, this one, this is the area. Formula for area. This one is the formula for circumference, which, remember, that's just a fancy word for the perimeter of a circle, right? So the only other one that we're left with to represent the relationship between the circumference and the area of a circle is going to be this one. So you could square the circumference and it would be equal to 4 times pi times the area of a circle. Okay, so that's a pretty big concept, but using the process of elimination, we can figure out our answer. Okay, all right, let me know if you need anything else. Have an awesome day.